With about 3 months until the release date of Transformers Rise of the Beasts, Anthony Ramos, the lead of the next installment in the live-action franchise, talked about the movie and broke down the basics of character Noah. This detail comes from Collider, who got to sit down with Ramos and discuss all things Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Ramos describes the movie as wild, and that being involved in a Transformers movie felt like he was reliving his childhood. An interesting note from the interview is Ramos recalling a discussion with producer Lorenzo de Bonaventura about his feelings towards the 7th Transformers film. Ramos says, "Lorenzo de Bonaventura, who's one of our lead producers on the movie, came up to me and said, 'How are you feeling about the movie, man?' I was like, 'I don't know, I haven't seen it,' and he was like, 'It's rivaling right there with the first one.' I was like, whoa. That movie was the introduction of the franchise, so it almost feels like an introduction into a new franchise. It feels like the beginning of a new thing, which feels amazing. Stephen Capel Jr., our director, is amazing. Dominic Fishback, Pete Davidson, and the cast is insane. I'm just grateful to be there." From this discussion, it seems Lorenzo de Bonaventura is confident of Rise of the Beast being a success. Transformers 2007, directed by Michael Bay, had a budget of $150 to $200 million and made over $700 million at the box office. Rise of the Beast has a similar budget of $200 million, and if it can come close to the same box office success, it will no doubt greenlight the franchise for further installments. Transformers 2007 has a critic score of 58% on Rotten Tomatoes and an audience score of 85%. The movie is deemed a positive for the franchise because of its box office success, but perhaps de Bonaventura should be hoping for the same success as 2018's Bumblebee. Although Transformers Bumblebee didn't hit the box office heights of Transformers 2007, it did bring back a sense of fun and wonder to the franchise with a certified fresh score of 91%. Ramos also shared details about his character Noah. Ramos says, "He's very much the underdog. He's had moments where he hasn't felt enough. He just wants the best for his family, but he's in a position where he can't necessarily help them the way that he wants to, which puts him in a moment of desperation, where he does something that he probably wouldn't necessarily do otherwise. It's fun when you can actually put real life things in a fantastical movie like that. We're naming neighbourhoods that are real neighbourhoods in New York in the film, but we're on a plane on our way to Peru. It's fun when you can add those elements of yourself to a movie like that." The detail about Noah doing something he probably wouldn't necessarily do otherwise leads back to a theory I had, where Noah attempts to break in and steal the Porsche 964, unknowing that the vehicle is a Transformer. So that's all the detail from a recent interview that Anthony Ramos had with Collider. There's a link to the source in the description box below. What are your thoughts on Lorenzo's discussion with Ramos and his expectations that Transformers Rise of the Beasts will deliver the same results as Transformers 2007? Is that the level of expectation they should be having with this movie? Or should they be hoping to deliver something similar to Transformers Bumblebee, which didn't make the big money, but did make a profit nonetheless, and restored some well-needed faith within the franchise? Make sure to leave me a comment. If you found this video informative, please do drop a like on the video, and until the next one, thanks for watching.